Alright, so this one's gonna be a really, really long one right here. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a long one over here. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go. Wait. I like these drawings that this nigga Tom be doing, or Thumb.
The
Again?
Weeknd's latest trilogy of albums, starting with After Hours, throws us directly in a downward spiral.
I will say that basically
the
the album I like is this one. I like this one.
Hours throws us directly
But his old shit is what I like the most.
downward spiral.
Like the trilogy, the House of Balloons, the trilogy, the Kiss Land. Fuck, my Melancholy, my dear Melancholy. I haven't listened to that in a while.
Spiral that he can't seem to get out of.
And here's the thing though, like when it comes to even the Weeknd though, his new shit though I don't really fuck with though. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that pop shit though, that electrical shit, nope. His old shit is actually what I like most though. It's not just when it comes to his voice, but it's mainly when it comes to what he says though. You know what I'm saying?
And the first thing we learn is that he's playing a character, suppressing who he is on the inside, and that even though he's in front of this girl, he feels alone.
That's what Extentacion went through as well, because when it comes to X, he fucking basically had like this thing where it's like he can be around a million other people though and still feel alone, and I'm there now. I don't think that basically we can relate on that type of thing exactly the way exactly the way you expect it though, but I can relate on some idea when it comes to that. I don't really understand it though, you know what I'm saying?
It's an odd way to start an album. However, slowly but surely, things start falling into place.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that maybe that the thing is at Vegas I would feel at home in Vegas though. I don't know, or LA, no. California, no. Vegas, most likely. You need a lot of cash though, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to me, 100 million is not a lot of money though, but it's because of what it takes to get that money. It's the effort behind it that makes it not appreciated though, which is why I'd rather have money easy though. So when it comes to me, I just rather have it easy though, because if I was to basically go through hardships and try to work for something, I'm not going to appreciate it though.
We learned they're in
I gotta have too much money and it gotta be easy though.
Las Vegas, they're in a relationship, but most importantly, something's wrong. There's a sense of discontent.
Me personally, I would also like to try to get into gambling as well. I want to do that shit though, but I just basically want to do that when it comes to having a bunch of money that I don't mind throwing away. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind also like, I would also feel more comfortable. I would feel more comfortable if I was to basically open up a gambling casino. If I was to basically gamble and the money that I was throwing in was to go back to me. You know what I'm saying?
Connection with himself. He's throwing all this money in the air and asking, okay,
yeah, when it comes to me, I'm basically throwing ones in the sky, if not my dollar bills.
how much to light up my star again? How much to rewire all my...
And also going back to the strip, and also going to the strip club though. I'm not a strip club type of guy. I'd just rather watch a video though at home. So also this thing is like, I'm not really a fan of having bitches at my house though, because only the ones that I do trust. So basically it has to basically come from my from like the space over here. But when it comes to just random hoes, nope. I'd rather just go fuck outside or go fuck in different places or go fuck in their house but not in mine.
Thoughts.
And so when it comes to strip clubs though, nope. That's not really for me. Because because I don't like the idea of me having to go to a strip club, and the thing is like just throwing a bunch of money. I don't mind throwing a bunch of money as long as it's not my own. And I'm just basically just bricked up over here. Like, what the fuck's the point? Just go there just to throw money and be bricked up all the time? No. I'm sticking it in. Fuck that.
How much to fix me? It's weird, right? But
like, I rather in my house, I rather have no hoes in my house than to have a bunch of bad a bunch of bad hoes though. And I don't mean like not like, and I don't mean bad hoes like in a good way. I mean bad hoes in a bad way, as in like the kind of bitches that'll basically go ahead and like file a false accusation against you, or try to go ahead and try to fuck up your life, or like try to key and slash your tires and break the windows. All that. Nah. Like bitches that I don't like though. I'd rather have no bitches and just basically be bored in peace. I'd rather be a boring nigga in peace than to basically be a chaotic nigga in a mentality war.
we learn it's because he's getting broken up with. We're not at the start of a love story, we're at its conclusion, and all that remains for the Weeknd, or Abel if we're to call him by his real name, is fear and terror. This sets the tone for this entire trilogy of albums the Weeknd has released over the past 5 years. If you didn't know, the Weeknd's discography has mostly worked in trilogies, starting with the first.
So you see, like I like this one. Like I like all three of these, but it's all in one over here, and this one I like here. And I'm not familiar with this cover right here. This here I like some songs, maybe like a few here and here. There's like every single album there's something I like, but my favorite one is this one. And then my second favorite is this one. And then if this is Hurry Up Tomorrow, that's my third favorite.
First one in 20.
Wait, let me. Is it My Melancholy or My Dear Melancholy? Oh, it's My Dear Melancholy. Yeah, this one right here. I haven't listened to this one enough though. I need to basically listen to this more though. I've listened to it before and definitely I like, but I just don't know which one do I like more. Do I like the Hurry Up Tomorrow thing, or do I like this one more? I don't know. I think maybe I might like this one. I don't know. Like this thing is low-key calling my soul a bit more. So yeah.
2011, followed by 3 standalone albums from Kissland to Starboy, and this one that was just recently completed, After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. These
okay, yeah, that then yeah. Basically, this one I like. Then this one's my second, and then My Dear Melancholy is my third, I think, and then Hurry Up Tomorrow is my fourth.
That was just recently completed, After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. These albums are all different, but they all share a common theme: the lifestyle Abel sings about. If there's one thing that should be understood about the Weeknd's music throughout the years, it's this: heavy drug use, partying, fucking with tons of girls and not remembering their name in the morning. Yep. Partying about the Weeknd's music throughout the years, it's this: heavy drug use.
I want to get into this though, but it's like the thing is like I just want to do it moderately because I just know how it's going to end though, but it's like I just want to know what it's like. Like, you know, when it comes to drugs, right? I want to try drugs just for the beauty of it, but I don't want the withdrawals of it, you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. So like, yeah, I gotta avoid those most of the time because of like it's gonna come with withdrawals. If it was just beauty alone, then I would basically be so heavy as fuck with it though. So yeah,
Partying,
yep, for me. I'm a party animal. Like, I don't party as much, but I want to party like every single day. Like, literally every day.
fucking with
Tons of bitches though, yep.
with tons of girls, and
I won't remember their names, obviously. That's my favorite part, is that I don't even remember them.
not remembering their name in the morning.
But it's not because the thing is like I don't remember them or some shit. It's just because a lot of bitches are just so fucking forgettable.
Really summarizing right now, but
like they don't matter enough to be memorable.
is really the cliche lifestyle of a pop star who's gonna die at 27. There's this void in Abel that he constantly needs to fill with all of these things. When After Hours came out, there's a short film that came out to promote it. And just watching this short film...
Like me, when it comes to me personally, like the thing is like, yeah, passionate fucking I'm also into as well. But also meaningless fucking I'm also into that as well. It's like just random, just meaningless, just empty fucking. I'm also into that as well though.
Is a perfect introduction to this world we're about to enter. The short film starts with the Weeknd we know, performing on Jimmy Kimmel and walking on...
No, but here's the thing. I think that also when it comes to meaningless fucking though, I think like when it comes to even in the clubs and this and that 1 to 3, it's actually like passionate fucking is my favorite one though. Like with passion there, that's what I like. Like not passion with that I'm supposed to exude. It's with the bitch exudes the passion on me.
Off stage all happy and smiling of the praise he's getting from his fans. But as soon as that's all gone, Abel is brought back to his reality. He stops smiling and becomes increasingly anxious. We'll learn that underneath that pop star image he keeps up, Abel is really unwell from many things we'll get into in this video, but by far his worst fear, the thing he's anxious about the most, is being alone. But it goes even deeper than just being alone. He doesn't want...
When it comes to me...
want to die alone.
Okay, here's the thing. With me, I don't mind being alone, and I don't mind dying alone. It's just that my biggest thing is that like I just didn't want to be lonely. I didn't want to be lonely. That's the thing. Like yeah, I'm a loner, but I understand that I gotta be around some people sometimes though, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But it's mainly being lonely. That's the thing though. I never really struggled with that though. Maybe I had a little bit though sometimes, but yeah, but yeah, it's different. It's dead now. You know what I'm saying? Like being lonely, I'm incapable of feeling lonely right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's impossible for me to feel that. It is literally fucking impossible. So yeah, me being alone, I'm fine with this.
Abel has had a drug problem for a long time, and if you combine that with this fear of being all alone, it's clear Abel fears to overdose by himself with no one around him.
Yeah, that's also my thing as well. Like I'm also, when it comes to even doing the drugs as well, I'm also scared to just to do too much and nobody's there to stop me. Like there's no babysitter or anything.
He's thinking, I'm gonna continue living this dangerous lifestyle, and the day will come where I'm gonna overdose in my bed, all alone, and that's gonna be it. It's like he's been alone before, and he can't bear to go through that again. So whatever's happening, whatever the context is not even explained yet. The only goal is he needs to get her back.
But why this one specific bitch when you can literally just go get a bunch of other when you can just go get a bunch of other bitches? Why this one? What is it about this bitch that you need to get this bitch back though? The fact that you need to get this bitch back is like, oh hell no. It doesn't matter enough though, because the bitch needs to get you back. Otherwise it doesn't matter though. Like what the fuck is like what the fuck is the point, and what the fuck is the purpose of that thing then? What the fuck's the point of this thing then if it doesn't have anything to, it doesn't have somebody to need anymore? As in not even need, it's supposed to even want and need. It doesn't matter either way. It's supposed to need dick in its life to be basically considered a life for. What is then other than that? Then what? If not that, then what is? Then what is the point of its existence?
That's why he was throwing this money in the air. He's like, take it all. He was already trying to buy her back from the start.
No, but here's the thing, trying to buy the bitch back? No. You're supposed to sell the bitch and use the OF and all that stuff and pimp the bitch out though.
I mean, It only just started, right? But maybe
It's too late.
if Alone Again was his initial reaction,
I like that cutscene that he just made right there.
it only just started, right? But maybe
Just like, I like that.
if Alone Again was his initial reaction to the breakup, Too Late is a desperate attempt to get his girl back.
I let you down. I let you on.
Because
When it comes to me, I'm an absolute letdown though, for sure.
for Abel, his girl is his light. This bright light in his dark world that makes him feel less empty inside.
Or is it just because the Weeknd is just stupid though?
Darkness comes, you're my light, baby. My light.
Because here's the thing, this is stupidity. This is basically stupidity right here. I could go ahead and take it as like he basically made this though, so that the thing is like the bitch is can go ahead and sing it back and basically be attached to this shit. And it's like, you know what? That's definitely me right now. It's like the thing is, it's like bitches ain't shit without somebody like guys like us though. I can't go ahead and say that for every single guy because, bruh. No cap, they've given me enough reasons to go ahead and be misandrous to be a misandrous though, because I'm not gonna lie, fuck some men though. It's okay to kill some of them off. It's okay.
It sounds super dramatic, but it's his will to live. And as the sun sets and the after hours start, we're
That's what guys like you and I exist for. That's what guys like you and I exist for. Now you're even thinking like, how the fuck are we gonna go ahead and do? How the fuck are we gonna go ahead and do that? We don't. They're gonna have to basically do it all themselves. We don't do anything. They must do it themselves. And what happens if it doesn't work out? That's the bitch loss. That's its loss. They say her loss, but it's loss. You know what I'm saying?
we're getting slowly
Because pronouns are applied when it comes to pronouns, it's like he, him, his, and she, her, hers are applied to people. Bitches are not people.
more
They're things. Guys too, some of them.
surrounded by darkness. The concept of the after hours goes further than just a time setting for the story. When the night falls, all lights fade, right? But at the same time, Abel loses his guiding light as he searches desperately to get it back. Too Late is a really interesting song because it's perfectly centered at the parallel between saying anything to this girl to get her back and self-reflection.
But here's the thing though, when it comes to saying anything to get this bitch back, bruh, it's like, bruh, it's fake, bruh, it's fake. But I guess that the thing is like, if it helps you out though, then yeah, I guess so. If I'm benefiting from it though, but just by basically being fake towards you, then I guess so.
And owning up to
It
your
works.
mistakes.
And me personally, I make mistakes though, and if I was to basically do a bitch wrong though, I'm gonna do it again.
Gonna see throughout the song, he's still right on that parallel and alternating between the two. But if we take a step back,
But then at the same time, like when it comes to guys like you and I though, when it comes to these hoes though, it basically satisfy. It must be like pulling teeth, dealing with us though, and basically trying to get us to be happy. That's what their existence for, even at its own detriment. And when it comes to like a lot of the bitches though, like maybe I could go ahead and be yeah, sure, maybe I'll go ahead and be around them though, but I think very, very fucking less of them because there's nothing more to think about because there's nothing there to think about when it comes to them.
right now,
There's nothing there to think about.
we're thrown in this uncontrollable situation without any context and a clue of who our characters are. I mean, we know it's The Weeknd and girl, but are they like fictional?
No, slave, sex slave, or Lolita sex slave doll, or property, or toy, or like a fleshlight, a pussy toy, fucking my stress reliever, or like basically my cog or my pet. You name it.
No, are they alter egos?
Starts to say that we're done.
Alter egos.
Starts to say that we're done. How are they?
With this line detailing some sort of paparazzi lifestyle, like, oh, our breakup is in the People magazine. This line cements the fact that this whole trilogy is partly set in reality. It's like a cinematic adaptation of The Weeknd's life. So like, who's this girl he's so desperate to get back? And honestly, her name is never said in any song, but a lot of fans theorize this could be supermodel Bella Hadid.
Super?
Whom he had an on
And what the fuck is that jawline? What the fuck is that jawline?
and off relationship from 2015 to 2019. But take that with a grain of salt though. I'm not TMZ, but for the sake of this video, and just because we need a name, let's call this girl Bella.
We've been held, it's disguised as a pet.
It's interesting how Abel compares where he is right now to
I wouldn't mind basically like pushing that though, you know what I'm saying?
literal hell. And unfortunately, it doesn't get better for Abel.
Just wanna believe there's so much more.
And he's still having internal struggles against himself, saying stuff like this.
I tell myself I should get over you.
I actually don't mind when people basically lie to themselves to my benefit and rig themselves to my favor. That's actually what I prefer. Because you're right. If basically you fall in whatever, if you fall in my liking though, then yeah, that's what I like.
Right? Self-reflection. Get over this girl. Maybe she's just not the right fit for you, man.
I just want your body.
Ah, there it is. Right back to begging for more. But thankfully, in the next songs, Abel seems to lean more towards self-reflection, which is useful because we can actually understand better what went wrong in the first place.
I basically want to use the body like the toy that it is for my own greed. You know, yeah, yes.
On Hardest to Love, Abel is in some way taking the blame or the accountability, a moment of reflection to understand what is wrong with him.
You tried with me so many times. You're crying out behind the smile.
And the first thing we learn is that it's actually not all black and white in terms of their breakup. Bella has actually been trying hard to make their relationship work, even through the rough patches. She's not leaving him.
The problem is that like the bitch failed though, because it's supposed to stay anyways, even if it doesn't work out. It's supposed to stay. So the bitch failed.
Because she doesn't want to try.
It's not because like here's the I wouldn't say the bitch failed because the guy did not pick, because the nigga did not become what the bitch was hoping though. It was because the bitch left. That's where it failed. It's supposed to deal with that nigga as bad as it is, even if it kills the bitch.
She's
As long as he's satisfied, its purpose has been fulfilled. Otherwise, you failed.
leaving because she tried everything already.
So the fact that even the Weeknd is not satisfied though, the bitch failed.
Acting like it's still alive, and you still wanna make it right.
And of course, more than anything, she's finding it difficult to let go of this relationship, still wanting to make things right.
But I've been the hardest to love. You're trying to let me go.
But it's not hard to understand why a relationship with The Weeknd
I don't understand why. The Weeknd. He's stupid. He's the dumbass though. Cause why is it that the thing is like, you're trying to go after a bitch that tried to let you go? It's not enough though. It's not supposed to.
But it's not.
And here's the thing though. When it comes to this right here, you're supposed to be hard to deal with. That's me though. That's us, bruh. Like when it comes to these hoes, that's how it should be.
Not hard to understand why a relationship with The Weeknd would be hard to sustain. He's always on tour, making new music. He has a pop star career that takes so much time to carry on. It's even one of the reasons they broke up in the first place. Their schedules just don't fit, right?
It's hard to let me go, yeah.
But even you would know why he would be hard to love if you've just heard a couple Weeknd songs before. Abel...
Me personally, right? I'm not gonna go ahead and try to make anything work and all that stuff on 3. It has to basically fall in fall the way I want it to be though, and all that stuff on 3. So no, when it comes to something that's not working though, I'm not gonna make it work. I'm not gonna try to make it work though if it doesn't go the way I want it to.
Has had an on and off relationship with drugs.
Yeah, I'm selfish like that.
Throughout his career. And looking at songs from his first mixtapes, Abel makes the parties he goes to sound like hell on earth. Bad tripping in a suffocating hot house. If it hurts to breathe.
Honestly, I really do like this hairstyle over here. I just think that basically what needed to happen was all of this though should have been over here as well. It should have been this, like it should have been like this and this, just that. No, there's also this part of here there's the part that's missing here. Or if he had to basically take these things and put it somewhere, it had to be like over here instead of down here.
Open a window.
And then you can just go ahead and have like a fade.
Don't go outside because this is a happy house. This is fun. Convincing yourself you need that to feel better. Having sex with a bunch of drugged out girls. You're so high you can't even remember what you did.
And low-key, that is fun, bro. That is fucking fun though. I would basically step into that room and I'm never getting out.
Could you imagine going through that? Perhaps...
Like, you know what I hate, right? I hate when good parties end, though. I hate it when good things end. Even though I do like happy endings, I don't like when good times end. I hate that.
As a couple, they didn't experience exactly that. But it's likely Abel has had a fair share of drugs and affairs when they were together.
I don't feel it anymore. The house
Drugs, no. I wish, but no. But affairs, oh yeah, all the fucking time, bro. And yes, when it comes to me, I'm fucking the sister, I'm fucking the cousin, I'm fucking the mother, I'm fucking the aunties, I'm chowing your whole family alive and spitting them out like the chewing gums they are to me.
is not a home.
Like, this is even a bar The Weeknd uses in House of Balloons. There's still that earlier life inside of him. He distinguishes the house he lives in from an actual home. Wherever he ends up, he never feels in the right place. It can be a party, a cute date with Bella, but there's always this sense that he's never home. So something surprising happens here. We diverge from a situation of anxiety and hopelessness to a situation of more clarity and introspection.
Don't regret the day we met. Don't forget the time we spent.
He ends up saying like, look, I'm hard to love, but we had good moments together. And maybe it's better that we end it this way. Perhaps it just doesn't work, and that's fine.
Nah, it doesn't. No, it's not okay though. It's not okay. You make it work for me though, even if I don't do it myself. It's one-sided like that.
Bella is breaking up with Abel. That's certain. But she clearly doesn't leave with an empty mind. She still thinks there's a way to make it right somehow. Right now, she's going away filled with regrets and a feeling that love is ruined for her. On Scared to Live, Abel makes a selfless act for once, and with this newfound introspection he had on Hardest to Love, he tries to at least fix how his girl feels about leaving him.
Idiota!
All the signs I should have let you go.
This song is written exactly like a speech or a letter he'd say directly to her, to make her feel better about herself.
Tell me lost will never be replaced. I'm the reason you forgot.
Abel shows remorse and gets over this fear of being alone just so he can make her feel a tiny bit better. In a way, his final act of true love towards Bella. Go out there, meet new people, find someone to love. That's all Abel wishes her.
Nope. There's no point in you living it, basically, if I'm not happy.
You always miss the chance of fall for someone else.
When you're in a
That's because the bitch is supposed to fall under me.
relationship for a while and it suddenly ends, it's hard to imagine a next step, the next person, and especially for Bella.
They try to win your love, but there was nothing left.
Going to the point that she forgot how to love by trying so hard to fix something that wasn't
But I suppose that basically, like, in the weekends, or basically anybody else though, like, basically that's not like, I'm not gonna say that basically we're the best people though. It's just that when it comes to them, they're just way worse than us though. And I would still say fuck them though, even though it was reversed. So, but in the end, it's because they caused it. So I guess, like, when it comes to the Weeknd though, I guess it is okay though, because of the type of guy that he is, and when it comes to the people that exist in this world. But when it comes to us though, it's different.
fixable. She loved Abel so hard to fix something that wasn't fixable. She loved Abel so much, but did Abel even love her? Point that she forgot how to love by trying so hard to fix something that wasn't fixable.
It doesn't matter if it's fixable, just take it for as it is.
She loved Abel.
That's the thing with me though, just take it as it is with me though. It's like, whether I'm fixed or I'm fixable, either way, take it like that though.
So much, but
Like, basically, like, either fucking way, you're dead without me.
did Abel even love her back? Because it's clear he cheated many times on her, something he regrets deeply.
I should have made you my only.
It's very possible Abel was not terrified of losing someone he loves, but just terrified of being alone. Hence why he's seeking company from other women, some sort of insecurity. But regardless, he doesn't have to do it, but he makes this selfless act of making her feel better, at least. It's over.
And that's actually stupid though, because their feelings do not matter. Fuck their emotions.
And at least maybe she'll feel better about it all and find someone who'll love her like she needs.
Right from the start.
So the first 4 songs really threw us in the middle of a breakup with not really any context, but Snowchild takes us back in time, and it's really where we learn a lot more about our main character.
I used to pray when I was 16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed.
The first verse shows us the story of Abel. Basically, we start at 16, him being a good kid, going to church, but with one clear goal in mind: making a living out of music.
I was singing notes while my niggas play with 6 keys, walking in the snow before I ever.
Abel lived with his mother. His father left him when he was very young and only tried to come back when he learned Abel got famous. However,
Yeah, no. Stay your bitch ass over there now. Stay your bitch ass that side. But I guess that the thing is, it just depends on, like, the situation though. Like, the thing is, if you were really trying to come for me, though, all that stuff was for years of my life and all that stuff was and some shit has happened, then okay. But if you basically had me before and it's like you could have came back when I was a kid back then, but you just decided to leave, and now I'm up now, and then only then you wanted to come. Nope, no.
Keys, walking in the snow before I ever.
Abel lived with his mother. His father left him when he was very young and only tried to come back when he learned Abel got famous. However, he was so determined to pursue a career in music that he dropped out of school at 17 and, against his mother's wish, left home with a few friends with that goal in mind.
Niggas had no homes, we were living in the dead streets.
They were homeless. They were working during the day and partying during the night. That's where Abel ended up at the actual real House of Balloons in Toronto, where he shifted to this lifestyle. That's where he also developed an addiction to hard drugs. And hearing all that, you're like, oh my god, this kid is crazy, but he actually really cared about the people around him, even though he didn't have much at all.
Spending all my money on these niggas that I brought up, taking care of families for my brothers.
There was this innocence in him. Even if he was just partying over and over and living on public assistance, he was just part of a community. It was a life of day to day. He made it work, but there was always this hunger for greatness.
For that money I was feeling, Cali was the mission, but now a nigga leave.
California, the land of the dreamers, where Abel made a name for himself. This line is also an obvious callback to his 2011 song The Morning, where he sings Cali is the mission. But on Snow Child, there's a twist. For some reason, he's doing the opposite. He's leaving California.
She like my futuristic sounds in the new spaceship.
The second verse contrasts the first one by really showing us the other side of the medal, his life after the rise to fame. Sex with pretty girls, tons of money, getting deals with Mercedes, spending the money on diamonds. He got everything he wanted, but at the end still.
Cali was the mission, but now a nigga leaving.
Yeah. You know, for me, like, I could basically work my ass off this and that 1 to 3, but because, like, I feel as if, like, and I also basically just knowing just based on, like, rationally with some rational in, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't, if I was to basically have it all, I'm not gonna really appreciate it because of what it took to get it. Because here's the thing, I know how to appreciate everything though, absolutely. Like, I appreciate the niggas that I have, I appreciate the position that I'm in, and I appreciate that I have you guys here though. And but the thing is that, like, when it comes to me trying to get like all the materialistic shit that I want so badly, I'm not going to enjoy that though because of what it takes to get that. Like, imagine if it took 10, 20 years just to become a millionaire and then I get everything though. I'm not gonna like this because of what it took to get it.
Still leaving the city after all Los Angeles gave him. Why?
20 mil mansion, never lived in it. Zero edge pool.
Motherfucker had a $20 million mansion and he never lived in it. Bruh.
Never did.
We slowly get
And
the
he has a pool that he never jumped in even though. I forgot that he said this.
reason why that's the case. And it's subtle, but the bridge really shows us the reality he lives in.
Going on tour is my vacation.
Abel tells us what this pop star life feels like. A brand new pool with no one in it. You fly on a private jet to visit another country, but no, it's just your job. It's the dark side of fame. It legit seems like Abel describes a life with no meaning, no point. And it's kind of interesting when you compare it to the first verse. Even though the first bars on this song describes a harsher life, it seems so much more alive. You have people to care about, dreams to follow. Here in LA, there's just the boredom, the lifelessness.
Yeah, the lifelessness, the boredom, I'm absolutely fine with though, cause like, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. It's like fuck it, just give me the materialistic shit, and I'm fine on my own.
After he got everything he wanted, there's still that missing thing, that happy life he needs. So it's certainly not here. He's gonna find it. Escape from LA takes us back to a time Abel and his girl were still together, following the going back in time themes that Snow Child was all about.
Your pillow talk to me about the men who try to get between.
And right away, it gives us so much more information on the kind of relationship they had day to day, a pretty toxic one.
They buy you bags and jewelry. Yeah. They think your kindness is so.
Where Bella.
Here's the thing, like when it comes to even buy you bags and jewelry and all that stuff was 3. Yeah, I prefer the thing is like the guy spend money on my bitch though, so I don't have to myself though, cause no. Like, I'm not the guy that's gonna go ahead and take a bitch out on a date and all that stuff once 3, and then pay for the date and all that stuff once 3. No. I'm basically the guy where I basically control the bitch, and the bitch goes on a date with another guy. He pays for the date. He basically goes ahead and like, but orders the food that the bitch takes. The bitch was going to have as takeaways to bring to me that I eat that he pays for.
Would just straight up talk to Abel about all the men she's seeing and flirting with, which is a big change up from the first tracks. You'd think only Abel was the cause for this toxic relationship, but no, she does all this shit too. But she justifies it by saying it's all just to make him jealous.
You just wanted my attention. You just wanted my affection.
Just typical signs from a really toxic
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to make me jealous and all that stuff on 3. You can try. Go ahead.
relationship. So the focus slowly pans away from Abel being the broken one to, in fact, it's kind of both of them, but in LA back then, they're finding a way to make it work.
We'll figure out I shouldn't find a way. When it comes to all these hoes I'll never chase.
And Abel even seems like the more mature one here, until the next line.
But this world is such an evil place, and these hoes will always find a way.
If we were to all put
And of course, I'm gonna basically fuck them when given the chance.
this on a timeline,
Yeah, and also I'm the type of guy where basically I will go and fuck a bitch to record the video, then I'll send it to you view only once on WhatsApp.
when you compare Abel from the first 4 songs to the Abel that is still in LA in a relationship with Bella, you quickly see he doesn't have that introspection he has at the beginning of the album.
Cause when I'm on the liquor, I go crazy. And for that pussy, you know I'm a slave.
Blaming it on alcohol and how it makes him so crazy he can't resist cheating on her. And the way he says it in his mind, it's like it's normal. It confirms he still has that lifestyle from his older mixtapes, right? Which gives much more explanation to why a breakup would happen eventually.
This place.
Then that means the bitch is not enough though. Cause here's the thing, if I go ahead and cheat though, that's fine. But if the bitch cheats, that's an issue. Yes. It's like it's like that. Like literally it's even in biology as well though. It's if or like the thing is you could go ahead is basically our instincts though. Like you are not about to have me go at war with my own instincts. No.
It's never what it seems.
However, at that point, it's not happened yet. And it's no surprise that with Abel deflecting the sources of all his problems on other things rather than himself, it would be fair to assume that in order to fix his relationship with Bella, fix the emptiness his career gives him, he just thinks, well, this city is the problem. I just need to leave and it's gonna be fine.
Take me out of lane. Take me out.
This place will kill me.
Matter of fact, like even when it comes to me go ahead and fucking other bitches though, it's like, you know what, basically just let's just go to the car and then you just basically suck my dick off, and then like once you basically like swallow my shit though, and then I bust, then it's like I'm ready now. Now it's like, you know what, I got one out, now I can go fuck this bitch. Thanks for helping me prepare. As the bitch should though.
If I stay, I'll overdose in my bed. It's the reason why my life feels
Yes, like literally I would even go ahead and like if I was to go ahead and have a wife though, I'm gonna basically tell this bitch, it's like, yo, basically suck my dick right now on command, and it's like have me bust a nut so as a way for me to prepare to go fuck these other hoes, so I don't have to bust quick. And it doesn't matter if I don't last long, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like here's the like I don't last long though, and I don't care. I like it. If I'm satisfied, that's all that matters.
so empty.
It doesn't matter if my dick game is trash. It doesn't matter if I can't last long. It don't fucking matter. As long as I am happy, then that's all that matters.
But that's not even all. Abel doesn't even have the comfort of sleeping anymore.
I can't sleep, cause I got everything I wanted.
As the instrumental blurs in the background, we get a really honest verse from a past version of Abel that seems so lost and torn apart.
Got the money, got the cars, got the ceiling with the stars. But I'd be nothing without you.
After he got everything he wanted, it still felt empty. We know that. So he places the meaning of his life onto the girl he loves. It becomes his purpose. So in LA, he gives her everything she wants.
I give you everything you wanted, but none of that matters to you.
But as it did nothing for Abel, having everything Bella wants doesn't change the fact that it still can't make a relationship perfect all by itself. And then the track's
I agree. As in that the thing is just supposed, because here's the thing, when it comes to these bitches though, they're supposed to have nothing.
Instrumental switches to a more hazy beat, which might be telling us Abel has had too much to drink or is straight up high in that moment.
She pulled up to the studio.
This second part of the song still fits in the LA vibe. Abel being in the music studio, his main place of work, when a girl shows up.
We had sex in the studio.
But as I said before, this is most likely a part of the story where Abel is really high. So it's not even clear who this girl is.
LA girls all look the same. I can recognize.
Which is interesting because he can't even tell if it's his girl Bella. But as LA girls all look the same, and these hoes all...
But yeah, it doesn't matter though. The thing is, they look the same as all the stuff as of what's three. If I'm happy and it's good to me, that's all that fucking matters though. So like yeah, when it is that, so like even going back to like the bitch basically swallowing my dick though and just busting a nut so that I can be prepared to go fuck another bitch though. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the bitch cries or anything. It doesn't fucking cry. Actually, it is kind of satisfying to watch though, and it's like yeah, and then like. It's like just be happy that the thing is like like basically that the thing is that the bitch can't is make sure that it has to be a master at satisfying me, and just keep in mind that nobody else can't replace that though. If I am satisfied to your own expense though, then that's all that matters. You're irreplaceable. If I basically qualify you to that position,
always find a way to get...
But it's not stable. It's something that has to be maintained, because that position can be switched, because then it's like I can replace you with another bitch any day, even if it wasn't any day though. I'm good with being all alone.
Get to him. He could very well be a hooker or something for all we know.
And even when it comes to me, just basically me having meaninglessly fucking though, I also find satisfaction in that too. Yeah. So don't worry, I'll be alright.
Hearing all this, I can't help but feel like deep sadness for Abel, because
even if I won't be alright though, just do it anyways.
He's clearly...
Just come after me. Just basically keep on chasing me though. Even though I'm okay, just come after me. It's okay. Just come after me and basically make sure that I am okay.
Hurt in so many ways.
I want to be there while you're chasing me. I want to be chased.
Clear
I enjoy it.
So scared of being alone that he craves those experiences. Having an LA girl for the night be all his.
But it's not just when it comes to just any kind of chasing. It has to be the way that I like it, the way I want to do. Like chase a specific way, do this, do that, once, three. Basically like the thing is like obsessively annoy me when it comes to chasing me and all that stuff. It's three. Like I'll basically tell you how to chase me though. You know what I'm saying? Because any kind of chasing though is not for me though. Nope.
Just temporary reliefs to that pain. Escaping LA doesn't even matter. It didn't even save their relationship. What Abel really needs is to escape from himself. Heartless puts us right back where Scared to Live ended, with Abel's final good act towards Bella, and making sure she can love someone else again. Like honestly, if you ended at Scared to Live, it would be a feel-good ending for a movie, right? The girl is sad, but the side character makes her more happy, and then she walks away. She moves on with her life, and everything goes well. But this is not a movie. When the lost and broken side character makes a final heroic act to save the main character's life, his life keeps going. So where does he go then?
Never need a bitch, I'm what a bitch needs. Trying to find the one that can fix me.
Back to rock bottom. But this time it seems like he takes pride in it. After that breakup, he's confident. I'm who bitches need. I'm dodging death like no one else. I'm taking so much drugs, and I'm gonna have some fun tonight.
I want it all now. I've been
Honestly, some of these bars are so outrageous considering the feel-good moment that just happened on Skirt to Live. When you listen to the album in the normal order, you don't notice this contrast because it goes from Escape from LA to this song, which are pretty similar, but that's not the same for the timeline of events. It's surprising to go from wishing your ex farewell to I need a dog pound. He's heartless. He's convincing himself he doesn't need love, and he doesn't have love for anybody. So he decides to just succumb to every possible pleasure.
Fuck it, I'll let it take my soul for all I care.
The music video for Heartless really shows us where we're at right now. For last song,
no, that's a lie. That's a lie.
We're back in Vegas, obviously, and Abel...
I just said that so recklessly.
running through casino to casino. It really shows us the lifestyle and the old ways Abel has described from the beginning of the album, and it looks awesome on the surface, right? We're all human. It's natural to be like, hey, if I had more money than I could possibly imagine, I'd go gamble and get some girls, but we already know the other side of that, for Abel at least, the loneliness. At the end of the day, everything is temporary. Faith is a continuation of Heartless. Abel is still back to his old ways, but unlike the confident and I don't give a fuck energy he had on Artless, here he seems much more self-aware. Heartless was him not taking in the reality he's in yet. Abel himself says right now he's doing all of that because he lost his faith. His guiding light, Bella, which changes it up from the previous song. We're going from this confident ego trip, I don't need a bitch, I'm what a bitch need, to I'm taking all...
Here's the thing, I'm not going to go ahead and say what it is though. Like, it could be faith, it couldn't be faith. Maybe yes, maybe no, but I lost it. I'm not going to say what that thing is, but I lost something.
All the pills, cutting away all the pain, because I lost the only thing that gave me direction. But still, he feels everything. The unbearable pain of being left alone after all this time. And we all know where it's heading. We learned that actually this breakup is what ended his 1 year soberness. And then the second verse actually has him double down on the drugs he was already taking.
I take caffeine and I still stay away. But if I OD, I want you to OD right beside.
And still we have this fear of death resurfacing again. This pops up again because he keeps on taking more and more drugs to numb that pain away.
I'm alive when I feel everything.
I feel like the chorus has a double meaning here, with Abel saying he's feeling everything from his body to his soul. He feels everything, all his emotions due to the breakup, but also feels everything physically, as some drugs can heighten physical sensations and awareness. He's getting so high, he's feeling every single heartbeat.
I'm losing my religion every day.
Abel lost his meaning, his reason, this faith, and with him escaping his career to go take drugs and get bitches in Vegas, it's clear there's no end in sight for him. He's just gonna keep doing it, and doing it, and doing it.
Oh, I like what he did there with his vocals. And then there was the bus cut, you know what I'm saying?
I ended up in the back of a flashing car.
The song fades out and slowly comes back with a short outro, detailing how Abel ended up in the back of a flashing car, seeing the city lights fly by him through the windows and being blinded by them.
The lights are blinding you.
with the reverb and distance in the vocals, and given the heavy use of drugs in the song, we can guess Abel is being transported in a police car, a moment that is actually confirmed by Abel as a true story. He says, "I got arrested in Vegas. It was a real rock star era, which I'm not really proud of." You hear sirens at the end of the song. That's me in the back of the cop car. That moment. Which is weird because that's not exactly what the next song is about. Okay, I know Blinding Lights is like one of the
This melody right here.
Okay, I know Blinding Lights is like one of the most streamed songs in the world ever, but this song is actually a really interesting song when you take it in the context of After Hours, because it really starts the redemption act of the story.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough.
With him putting a stop to this reckless behavior he was on for the past 2 songs. I've been on my own for long enough now. It's time to get my shit together. Which is ironic considering he was just in the back of a police car about the fucking OD in the last song. It is ironic and odd. I haven't done that in a video for a while now, but really keep that in mind going forward. Right now, it's not clear at what time Blinding Lights takes place in the story, and given how we go back in time so much in After Hours, we can't place it without a doubt on a timeline right now. But what's certain is that he is speeding down the boulevard in Vegas, blinded by the lights.
Since city's cold and empty, no one's around to judge.
And he's basically looking for Bella. So put 2 and 2 together, after the darkest time of his life, he realizes he needs her, so he's finally trying to get her back and fix it for good this time.
No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
I won't spend too much time on Blinding Lights since like everybody knows this song, and it's pretty obvious lyric-wise, but
Personally, right now, I just feel as if it's like I don't really have much to say when it comes to these. I've said everything right now, so what more do I need to say? Let me see. It's like I just want to basically.
But Abel's goal right now is to drive straight to her and tell her something in person, something he can never say on the phone.
I'm just coming back to let you know.
Bruh, this sounds crazy. This sounds crazy. This sounds crazy.
I can never say it on the phone.
But you know the thing is right now is this shit is literally like 2 hours or some shit though. But nah, but it's like there's literally 3 hours. So I think I'll just split it though. I don't think that basically. Yeah, my Rumble account is my main account, but basically, yeah, I don't know if I can basically upload the entire thing there though. I don't know. So yeah, I'll just split it. Fuck it.
But another interesting fact about the next 3 songs, including Blinding Lights, is that they all share a theme of trippy, surreal music videos. Their respective music videos each have something that's off in them. For example, this one really feels like something that's off. Music videos. Their respective music videos each have something that's off in them. For example, this one really feels like a dream sequence. We keep cutting in and out of these shots of
Bruh, when it comes to the car with the red lights, it's so sick as hell.
Abel driving a sports car to him floating off the ground. Back to his sports car until he crashes and instantly gets beaten the fuck up by 2 bald dudes. You see what I mean? This whole sequence feels like you're in a dream where nothing makes sense, or exactly like one of those shitty AI videos.
Bruh.
But The Weeknd keeps on that trend in the next songs. In Your Eyes is really where things start going uphill again, and you can see it in Abel's writing that instead of saying how many drugs he takes or how numb he feels, he writes with a purpose.
I'd rather be with you.
He's here to find Bella, and he won't stop up until he finally says that thing he needs to say to her that he couldn't say on the phone, remember? And it's heavily implied in the music video.
Just say it on the fuck. Okay.
for this song. And when I say heavily...
Okay, the fact that there's a black bitch over here and is that wearing a wig over here, now take that shit off. Take that shit off. Hell no, 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 no. Not acceptable in the black community though, okay?
Implied.
Only black Australians can do that.
It's in a
because at least that's her actual hair.
Weirdly obvious way.
Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. I thought that basically yellow hair was what was the thing though. But you know what? Only these motherfuckers are the only ones that get to rock out the yellow hair, because that's actually their real hair.
It's like Abel is looking for Bella.
I like smoke, bro. I like smoke.
The streets, walking, looking around, searching for her, but it's all depicted as if he was a stalker or
I was about to say serial killer.
Murderer walking around with a knife trying to find her. And now, no, this story is not turning into The Shining where he hunts down and kills everybody because he's so sad.
Stretch that tiny little pussy.
No bullshit, bro. Like, this was low-key a mess, bro. This was a mess, bro. Like, when it comes to Idol, bro, it was a nah, what the fuck was that? Nope.
There's a reason why this video is like this, and it's much more obvious when we understand. There's a reason.
I like the shadows, though.
Why this video was like
there we go. This.
And it's much.
And this.
Much more obvious when we understand the song itself.
Your eyes, I see there's something burning inside.
On the song, it's like Abel tries to understand the truth of how Bella feels inside, and it's all by looking in her eyes. And it's expected from where Abel is right now. If you decide right now, I'm going back to my ex, on the way there, you think, oh my god, what does he or she feel about me?
I know it hurts to smile, but you try to. Oh, you try.
We know there must be a lot of untold feelings Bella has.
But I think that okay. So basically, in bitches in general, though, is that the thing is they just move on pretty quickly, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure about this case, though.
Both cheated on each other. Abel has a heavy drug problem. Bella tries to deal with it all on top of their...
If this nigga The Weeknd stayed after the bitch when they fucked another nigga while with him, I swear...
individual careers, and it just piles up inside.
You always try to hide the pain. You always know just what to say.
She doesn't look like she's suffering, but in her eyes, you can see her pain. But those feelings aren't important because in the end, no matter what, to Abel, those untold feelings don't define how he feels about her.
You lie, but I don't let it define you.
For me, that would basically be a difference. You know what I'm saying?
He chooses to forget it to focus on getting back together, which is good. That's exactly what he needs right now. Alright, so back to the horror movie music video.
Oh, inside you.
Listen, I can explain, okay? There's clearly a pattern repeating between the music videos for Blinding Lights and In Your Eyes, as they're both weird and trippy. They don't really make sense, and there's a lot of interpretations you could have for any of them.
The In Your Eyes music video was like, bro, what is this?
But above all, I think the In Your Eyes video actually shows us the hope Abel has for his relationship right now. I know he just got decapitated, but think about it. In the video, Abel never attacked.
Bro, decapitated. Think about it.
The girl. He just follows her with a knife in hand. I think the video tries to show us how...
No, but I know what you're saying. Okay, you know what? I know.
They're both on their toes in this toxic relationship. They're both problematic. At the first sign of danger, they're ready to break up with each other. It's just a matter of who's gonna do it. Bella is scared Abel will hurt her, love-wise, and ends up ending the relationship.
But the bitch should basically deal with it though. It doesn't matter if it's scared though. It doesn't matter if it's scared though of it. Just deal with the suffering of that nigga. Deal with it.
It's because she felt
as long as she's satisfied, fuck your pain.
Endangered. And perhaps that's all Abel's perception of things right now. He got broken up with not because of another person in the mix or something else. He genuinely thinks Bella,
and by he I mean me, because basically like the thing is I can't really say for the Weeknd when he's moving like this.
Only broke up with him because she thought he would break up first. If so, that could mean that this breakup could be undone. Maybe it's all just a misunderstanding. After the last 2 tracks of Searching for Bella, we finally reached the
howling, bruh,
climax on Save Your Tears, where an encounter is imminent.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room.
And the first thing Abel notices is that she looks so happy dancing without him until she finally notices him.
He caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from.
She stops dancing and begins crying when she sees him, which tells us without a doubt there's still feelings involved. You cry because you still care for them in some way.
I'll make you cry when I run away.
It's really interesting how these words contrast completely with the In Your Eyes video. The roles are switched. It's Abel that runs away now. And I think that cements even more the idea that Bella broke up with him just because she thought Abel would break up first. They're both running away from each other because they both feel like they're dangerous to each other.
But you walked past me like I wasn't there. And just
It really ties into this game they could be playing. She pretends she doesn't care in order to not get hurt anymore. But in the end,
honestly,
the tears say it all.
Honestly, when it comes to the games and all that stuff at 3, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing whatever it is. I'm not playing it. If I'm not having fun with it, I'm not playing it.
In order to not get hurt anymore. But in the end, the tears say it all.
take me back, 'cause I wanna stay.
And Abel finally tells her the thing he couldn't say on the phone.
Your tears for another day.
Stop crying and let's get back together. Save your tears for another time. Kind of predictable given the context, but still a cute way to ask her back.
I said some things that I should never say, and now you won't love me for a second time.
But there's still some doubt, and even more than doubt. Maybe she's already made up her mind and it's never gonna happen.
Save your tears for another.
The video for this song follows that same trippy vibe from the last 2, with Abel having his face patched up like, look, I'm beautiful now, I'm not flawed anymore. It's a promise of change, which ends on a cliffhanger, with Abel taking a gun to his head and giving the choice to Bella to either pull the trigger or not, break up with him again, or get back together. And that's exactly how the song ends. We don't get an answer, but at the end of the day, the tears say it all. Finally, something good could be happening to Abel.
Or it was just all a fallacy.
I told you before, this is not a movie. This is hell. What if everything that just happened was a mere fantasy for Abel? It was all in his mind. At the end of Faith, he ends up in the back of a cop car, completely fucked up from the many drugs he took, and it would make sense to assume he's passing out and dreaming. We go from him in the back of this car to him suddenly driving to find his ex. Think about these 3 tracks that all have trippy, weird music videos. He floats and crashes a car and gets beaten up on blinding lights, but it doesn't matter. He goes on a deadly hunt to find his ex, but ends up decapitated and engulfed in this fantasy that she only broke up with me because she thought I would break up first. This relationship is salvageable. Then he fixes up his face with plastic surgery and begs her to come back in a final stand, and everything's a happy ending? This is just Abel's fantasy, his subconscious telling him exactly what he wants deep inside.
You don't love him if you're thinking of me.
And it seems that there's a significant gap of time that passed, with Bella apparently having someone else now. This comes out of nowhere, of course, which supports this dream theory even more. How could he know if he was asleep? This song is a jealousy trip that Abel's having, where he convinces himself that whoever that new person is, it doesn't mean anything because Bella's still completely in love with Abel.
You don't have to cry, girl, let me.
Honestly, I wouldn't go ahead and like make it seem like the thing is like, you know what, it doesn't matter if you're doing this and doing that once today because you love me and all that. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, when it comes to basically, it's a bit where it's like, you know, when it comes to guys basically making it like all these hoes love me and all that stuff, like it's a flex or something. It really doesn't mean anything. If there's nothing behind it, it ain't shit to me. Fuck it. I want the tribalistic, the tribalism. Not even the loyalty. I prefer loyalty, but not even. It's the tribalism though. I prefer that. I prefer. I rather have tribe. I want tribalism first. That's the golden rule. Tribalism comes first. Extreme tribalism, radically. Over loyalty and love.
It's exactly like he just woke up from a dream and he can't really tell what's real and what's not. But the title also makes it obvious that Abel is not only trying to convince himself of this love, but also Bella, saying, "Repeat after me."
Just repeat after me. You don't love.
As some sort of brainwashing technique to make it true. Abel's getting weaker, and the night only gets darker from here. After Hours is the actual real climax of this album, not in any dream, the real final stand.
Thought I almost died in my dream again.
And the first thing that's said really supports that dream theory in the album timeline. On this song, the ambience and production is so haunting and hopeless, and it all ties back into this final beg that Abel has prepared for Bella.
I'm falling into new.
It's like after learning what really happened and that she's with someone else now, he comes crawling back to her in hopes of doing the same thing that happened in his dream.
Yeah, in that situation right there, find somebody else to go do that for you. I'm not the guy.
After all, he was so close to getting her back.
And no, I don't give a fuck if like, yeah, okay, we get it. You don't have to say these things over and over. I'll say it as much as I like over and over again if I want.
That it's like a cruel joke this world plays on him. Listening to this song, the whole vibe really reminds me of that In Your Eyes video. Right now, listening to The Weeknd, there's really something about his vocals. They sound scary. I'd imagine a serial killer or stalker exactly like in the In Your Eyes video. It's creepy, But you really feel the pain in Abel. Now that this dream is over and he comes back to reality, he's face to face with a dark abyss of loneliness, and he'll do everything to try and avoid that. If you think about it, there's been nothing but suffering down here. It seems he's so scared he just ends up saying everything on his mind to this girl, even telling her that this dream he just had, that was intentional. I took so many drugs just so I can get a bit closer to being with you while I'm dreaming. That's fucking crazy. Abel's losing all self-control. It all mounts up to the chorus where his message is simply an apology and him asking for her to take him back.
I'm not. I'll break it again.
The second verse continues.
It's mine to play with, you know what I'm saying?
Use that apology
I'll
word.
fuck it up, I'll play with it, I'll basically stomp it out, I'll chew it up and I'll spit it out and I'll piss on it and I'll shit on it.
He tries to explain why he wasn't all there when they were together.
And all that matters is I'm enjoying it. I'm happy though. That's all that matters. And if basically I say, you know what, I'm liking this, it's kind of validifying your existence though. You know what I'm saying though? Cause otherwise, what the fuck else does the bitch even matter for? It ain't shit without my dick, without my happiness, without my satisfaction, my own joy, my selfish joy. Yes.
Why he acted so recklessly, but also bringing up some references to legit heaven.
Like when it comes to me, I control your thoughts, how you breathe, how you walk, even how you say things, how you talk, even where you look, even how you look, even the way everything that you do, and what you say, I control it all. I even control your breathing patterns.
Overall, in this album, there's a lot of references to divinity concepts, heaven and hell. In one of the first tracks, he said Vegas is like hell for him, disguised as paradise. He's claiming how he lost his religion and faith, how this girl is his heaven, his light, his way out of here. There's something deeper about this that we can't put a finger on right now. But it's hardly the main focus of this song right now, as every time Abel begs for her to come back, she gets further away.
I know it's all my fault.
Towards the end of the song, the instrumental dials down, and
even if it was, it's your fault still in the end though. And even if it wasn't, it is though, because I'm just gonna say it is. But most of the time, if not all the time, almost rare exceptions, it is my fault. But most of the time, it's yours. Yeah. I'd blame everything on the hoes, bro. Because a lot of them is their fault. Even if it seems like it's mine, it's theirs.
And Abel puts aside all the over-explaining and creepy begging to tell something more honest to Bella.
I made you fall and said you were wrong for me.
Abel really conveys one of the most emotional parts of the whole trilogy here, where he regrets saying that they weren't right for each other.
I lied to you, I lied to you, I lied to you.
A regret that affects.
As long as the bitch is right for me, and as long as I'm wrong for the bitch, even if I was right or wrong for the bitch, as long as the bitch is right to me, it's because it's his job, which is the purpose of living in this earth, and I'm happy though, even though I'm wrong, everything's fine.
It's Abel more than anything, because he didn't do much to stop this breakup when it happened, or even worse, save this relationship while he could.
'Cause this house is not a home without my...
Abel said hell is Las Vegas, but in the end, every place, every house, everywhere is hell for Abel. It's all just an empty life for him if he doesn't have the one he loves. Until I Bleed Out is easily my favorite song on this album because of how it ties everything together so well. It's first of all a direct response to After Hours, where it's clear Bella left already and Abel is facing the long journey ahead. There's this sense of paralysis Abel talked about. He can't move anymore. He's incredibly afraid. You may think that it's because he ended up alone. That was his worst fear, being alone again. But it's actually because he realizes what this all was.
And I don't even wanna get high no more.
We're thrown into this album like we're in a dream. We don't remember where it starts. We're just right at the moment everything is falling apart. And the whole album is about a character getting tormented over and over.
Just want it out of my life, out of my
He's getting broken up with, so he goes on the worst night of his life, almost overdosing and passing out because of that. While he's out, he ends up getting the worst form of torture you could possibly imagine, being so close to the thing that you know will end all your misery and getting that thing snatched away from you a second before you reach it. Abel said Las Vegas.
I'm glad that I can't relate. And I don't want to relate to this. No. That's weakness to me.
Is hell disguised as a paradise with blinding lights. But what if it really was just hell? For Abel, everything that's happened in this story was the worst thing that could possibly happen. The worst pain he could imagine. Exactly like if he was a soul, condemned to eternal punishment after death. Why do you think Abel says it's too late to save their souls? On Faith, he says he's losing his religion every day. On Blinding Lights, he says, Sin City's cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. Hell is a place with no judgment from God. You've already been judged. He sent you here. The After Hours trilogy is an afterlife trilogy. So when it becomes clear that he'll never change this perception Bella has of him, he understands this place only has pain left for him, so he needs to find a way out. Cut out every single part of him that loves Bella. Just take it out so he can be free of this hell in some way. But he's bleeding the life out of him. Bella was all he ever was. He has nothing else that brings him meaning than Bella. It's like...
And the thing is, like, this I definitely agree with. Like, when it comes to The Weeknd, though, 70% of how he was in this album is how bitches should be, though. That's how they're meant to be. Like 60 or 70, that's how they're meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Not the entire thing, but this is how the bitches are meant to be. As in, like, when it comes to guys like you and I, we are what makes them alive. Yes. It doesn't matter if they don't see it, but then again, it's their loss. And they could never matter without us. They can't matter without guys like us. I'm sure it's their loss. They can go ahead and live a lie, though, you know what I'm saying? As long as they're not our mosquito problems.
He's slowly killing himself. And then you realize these moments where he's getting beat, bleeding out just a little more, it's not someone else hitting him or a metaphor for how this breakup hurts him. It's himself. He does it to himself willingly. This album is not about getting a girl back by any means. After Hours is Abel trying to convince himself he doesn't need this relationship to stay alive. But we all know that, at least for now, it's not true.
Yeah, this was a very good segment though. I liked this one right here. So yeah, I'm gonna see it. This is part one. I'll see you in part two though. I'm gonna see you then, that one, fam. And next.